Can you tell the people, because I just saw you post your NYU ID, and I know you're teaching, and you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're like quite literally teaching
Rap.
Right.
I teach rap. So something that I haven't told a lot of people, Black Thought was teaching it for 3 years at NYU, and nobody knew.
I was about to say.
Nobody knew. And his schedule got a little hectic, so he put in a good word along with one of my other friends, Sean Totaro. So I took over the position. Pause.
Wow.
And I fly in every Thursday to New York from Atlanta to teach it.
Black Thought as a rap teacher
is wild.
The fact that it hasn't come out, like, if I was a student, I'd be like, yo, y'all have no idea. I walked into class today. Professor Tariq is fucking Black Thought.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like if there's anybody, it'd be him. Obviously yourself. I think Lupe could teach a rap class.
Which he's doing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At Johns Hopkins.
Jesus.
And MIT.
So when you say you're teaching rap, like what is like a lesson plan for you?
Lesson plan right now is fundamentals. So teaching them focal point, which is like the word you use to rhyme, perfect rhyme, slant rhyme, flow, delivery, multisyllabic. And that's just to kind of get the basics down. Then we start looking at other MCs to kind of see what they do so we can identify what they do. And then from there, we start to work on performances and then the intricacies of lyricism and songwriting from that standpoint.
That's super sick. So you guys might be like, yo, today we're going to study Eminem.
Yes.
And
then we'll break down what he's doing, how he's doing it, and how he's able to get his thoughts across.
What if I don't know if you can share, but what rappers are you going to break down?
So I have a list of like 100, right? So I could start. I try to keep it post 2000 from a studying standpoint, and then I like to keep it from an underground standpoint, and then we also study some of the newer artists as well. So you got to think if I'm talking about previously, we're talking Kane, Coogee Rap,
right,
Rakim, etc. Then you got the J, Nas, Big, the usual suspects, everybody here that's on the wall. And then from a woman's standpoint, Little Kim, Salt and Pepper, etc., etc., etc. And then in this era, we make sure to cover the Rhapsodies, the Cyrocks, the Saha the Princes and the King Loses and those people. And then the newer artists, they have to, they have to present what they see from the newer artists and how they're creating and crafting their stuff, right? So we got the Playboi Carti stuff. We got some NBA Youngboy stuff.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Playboi Carti.
What's up?
So when you are talking about his rapping,
yeah, what
do you take away from? Like I just like you and obviously the kids probably love Carti. The kids love Carti. Yeah. I just like when it comes like as a rapper,
right?
Sometimes it's a lot of aura,
right? No,
it's a lot of vibe.
It's
a very
vibe.
Punk rockish.
Everything that you're saying is literally what I take away from it. So I say it's more of about a vibe. I feel like Carti hears a beat, probably gets liquored up. And whatever drugs he's taking and goes in and says whatever comes to his brain.
Do you have any redeeming qualities to give to the students when you hear his music?
I think,
hey, you guys,
this is how he does it, and this is why you should do it. I know we just learned
Jay-Z, but this is what you could take from Playboi Carti.
I think you could pull something from anybody, right?
Yeah.
And I think that what you can pull from Playboi Carti from that standpoint is melodic rapping, right? He does that at a high level. When you think about, and I say this respectfully, right? When you think about high-level MCs like a Ransom or RJ Payne, Joel Ortiz, any of these, they can't do what Carti do. They just can't do it.
Right.
And that's like, no, they can't do it because in their brains, it's more about the lyrics and the writing as opposed to the vibe and saying as less words as
I think that's why I think Future is one of the greatest of all time.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah.
I think Future, but you got to also look at Future's beginnings. Like he was in the Dungeon
he was a Dungeon Family, yeah. And he's got Dungeon Family still in his arms.
Still on his arms. He was going by Meathead, pause, and he was sounding like Ludacris when he first came out.
I didn't know. See, I haven't dug that deep.
I mean, that's why I'm here, bro.
That's why you're the teacher.
Yes. So he was rapping like Ludacris when he first came out. Then he had to switch it up. And when he found his lane and his groove, then he started to morph into what we love now.
Is there a artist that's frustrating as you're a MC's MC,
right.
And now you literally teach this.
Right.
Is there somebody who you get frustrated listening to from the newer generation?
No, I don't. I mean, I think that there's people that I'll be looking at, I'll be like, how did this person get a situation or a scenario? But it's never to the point where I get frustrated that, like, yo, what am I listening to? I just try to pull the reason people listen to it. I have to, because I'm teaching.
No, of course. And like, I feel like there's, at the end of the day, there's a market for these artists, even if you're not necessarily into like a lot of, yeah.
I think what you just said is important, right? There's a market for it. And if there's a market for it, we, as the people who run the school, we have to understand why there's a market for it. Who is this market, and what about this person do these people like, and why? You know what I'm saying? So like, I listen to it and I try to pull the positive out of it so I can understand it. That's what I look at it as.
Could you give me, I take away album sales, throw discography out,
right,
at the talent of rapping? Who do you think is like in the conversation for like the greatest of all time? I throw the legacy out. I'm not like, when people will be like, well, the album sales, they got a 5 mic album. Throw all that out.
Just skill.
The skill of rapping.
That's it.
That's it.
Lupe Fiasco.
Damn, that's my number. Yes. And if anybody's questioning that, should just go listen to Murals.
Yeah, that's it. That's
like 9 minutes of just
11.
Is it 11? Fuck, Murals is 11 minutes. Jesus
yeah, that would be my choice. That would be my choice.
I think it's like it's like Lupe. Then
like Black Thought.
It's Lupe, Black Thought.
It might be. I might throw in A$AP Rock in there. Low key. If we talking just skill set, like
I think Eminem's up there.
Eminem will probably be in there. I would put M there.
I'm forgetting somebody, and it's gonna bother me. Hold on, my brain's. I don't know, man. I think when
I'm not mad at Nas.
True.
I'm not mad at Nas at all. I think Nas. You talking about a guy who first came out in '92.
What do you think about Kendrick in that discussion?
Yeah, Kendrick is in there. I put Kendrick in there, but I don't think that
Quietly Royce too.
I would have Royce in there. I mean,
you gotta just throw his name in there.
I'm not mad at that. If you told me like 3 people, I would probably say Lupe, Black Thought, and then it will probably like the third spot can go to.
It can go to a few.
Go to a few people.
That's
but
fair.
I don't have anybody higher than those 2.
Those would be the 2.
If you remove everything and just kind of just let them rap, yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lupe to me is the name I always go back to, and it's crazy too because it's like he's had this like new like quiet run that he's on where he's putting like the samurai shit is so crazy like conceptually, and it's like.
But I think when you look at stuff like that, right? You have to look at it like, okay, he's implementing his lifestyle into the art.
But it's so and it's just like yeah. I think Lupe, when we talk about the greats, is like it's like almost like if Atlantic hadn't like frustrated him so much with the industry and like made him hate it so much. What could have been? I mean, the first 2 albums were so crazy.
It was a gift and a curse. They saw the success of Superstar, and they was like, "Oh, you did that? Oh, well then maybe you could do this too."
Here's a Trey Songz hook,
right? And here's all of the stuff that eventually went to B.O.B. And he was probably like, "Get the fuck out of here! Like I did this because this was with me and my man, and we made it work."